Carl, big week ahead, Melbourne Derby. You looking forward to it?
Yeah, no, definitely. It's always a special week. We're looking forward to it. Obviously, we're still a bit disappointed from last week's game against Sydney, but we're going to take that disappointment, learn from it, and take it into next game. And we're still unbeaten. I think that's something special that we can't forget. So, yeah, it's going to be a great week here at Amy Park. Yeah.
How does not having Millsy out there impact on the dynamic of the team and the way you go about things?
Obviously, missing a captain is always going to be tough. Millsy's a great leader, a great player, and he will be missed, obviously. But the thing I've said about this team from the start is that we've got great depth. So, there are a lot of boys that can fill that position, and it is. I feel sorry for Millsy, and I will miss him. But there are some great players there that can take that role.
And you've got that Mr. Fix-It man, Lee Broxham, who just can basically fill any position when anyone's sick or injured or whatever. How important is to have players like that in the squad that can sort of just fill any role when required?
Players like Broxy, I reckon, should be in every team. I'd always have him if I was a coach, because he can play anywhere. He's a good leader, works hard, and never whinges when he's told to go out left, sit up in the stands or sit on the bench. He's a fantastic professional, and something that even though he's younger, I look up to.
Were you disappointed that the FFA chose to take action against Mark, or were the players sort of expecting it after what happened in the game?
Well, I'm not new to this system. I was right there, and the ref was right there too. We saw it all, and it's just disappointing because the referee was right there. He saw everything. But these things happen in football. I've always said we've got to control the controllables, and it's a bad situation. But Millsy's going to be training with us. He's going to be working hard like he always has, as you've seen today, and he'll be right when he comes back.
Will you feel a bit more responsibility in his absence during those 3 games as one of the senior midfielders?
Responsibility is something I feel every game. Millsy's our captain, but there are a lot of leaders out there who he relies on and who we all rely on. So. Even anyone who fills Millsy's spot is going to feel the responsibility, but that's part of being in a team. We share that responsibility, and I think Victory as a club has been sharing it quite well.
Coach was pretty scathing of the performance last week, especially defensively. Do you agree with that, and what went wrong?
No, definitely. We're just as disappointed, as I said before. Well, I was saying that there were some positives. I mean, playing average and drawing against Sydney is not bad. So. We've got to take that into consideration as well. We haven't been at our best last 2 weeks, and we've scored 6 goals. Another great positive. So, we can't be too down on ourselves. We're unbeaten. We're still up the top of the ladder. Sorry. So, heads held high, and no problems going into this derby.
When you look at City, they've had a reputation for a long time as being a little bit fragile at the back. You guys score goals for fun. Do you believe that you can get after them a bit on the weekend?
Against Melbourne, do you mean? Sorry,
yes.
City, yeah, definitely. That's our aim. We look to score goals. We look to go forward. In saying that, probably we've got to be a bit more patient, as we've learnt in the last couple of games. So we're just going to stick to our game. I think it's been working. So like I said before, there's nothing too negative here. We're all about positivity and working hard.
They won in their last game, but then they've had a week off. Do you think that'll benefit them, or will they maybe be a little bit rusty having been out of action?
Well, I can't say. Look, sometimes I've played in teams where weeks off are great, and then weeks off break your rhythm. So it's hard to say, but they're professionals. We're professionals. They've planned their training schedule accordingly, so they'll be ready. And obviously, it's a special game. It's a special game for our fans. A special game for their fans. It'll be a great night.
You personally were named in the extended Asian Cup squad. Are you using the next 3 weeks as a chance to show Ange what you can do and maybe push for a recall?
Well, definitely. Obviously I always look to play for my best, but mainly for victory. I think that's important. I think players can't lose themselves, especially myself. Just focus on the job at hand, and that's the game against Melbourne City, which is the big one. And good things will come if I'm playing well. I've done my best, and that's all I can do.